So this idea that these beings, or whatever you want to call them, exist in some other dimension, do we have, I mean, I don't know what you can say about this. Do we have an understanding? Do we have any sort of communication with these beings that give us some sort of an understanding or a map of this?
Yeah, the interaction stuff, that's a sensitive area. There were multiple very senior people that were concerned about talking about that kind of stuff with me. I mean, that is certainly, as nuts as it sounds, that was a real subject of conversation. Even it sounds like something out of like Star Trek First Contact.
But it doesn't if you have vehicles.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so it's like once you realize the phenomenon's real, then you realize we've recovered artifacts and, biologics or, dead pilots, if you will, even though it's, kind of creepy to even think about that in your worldview. You don't think they were ever, alive sometimes too, right? And I'll leave it at that only because that is something, the president and his cabinet needed to disclose this in a controlled manner. Going back to that amendment, I'm not here to push the subject in an improper way. And that sounds like, why don't you just do it, Dave? I'm like, there's a lot of secondary and tertiary ramifications socioeconomically, theologically, our relationship geopolitically with our allies and adversaries. This is not rip off the Band-Aid and it's simple. There's a lot of complex stuff behind the scenes that need to happen. And that's why I'm laying out all the general stuff that needs to be talked about during the disclosure process, but I should not be the one disclosing, and it would be highly inappropriate because I care about the health of the United States and its people and national security for me to do so. So I know there's people that are like, oh, why doesn't Dave say X, Y, and Z? It's like, this is serious. This is not like, haha, let me tell you a good story. I'm a serious guy. I ruined my fucking career doing this. I was going to make lieutenant colonel in the Air Force this winter. I was on track to be, a flag officer equivalent civilian in my career. I spent 18 years in uniform, if you count the cadet time, right? My whole adult life was serving as an intel officer. But I wanted to see, and I'm 36, right, older millennial. I wanted to see change, so I'm throwing the flag out, and I'm here to hold the government accountable to do the right thing in a manner that is mature and thorough, because I don't begin to say that I know everything, all the different ramifications of saying certain things publicly. I don't know all the answers to that, and that's why I have to be careful, because I don't even know, I'll call it, collateral damage effects, to use kind of a military term, what may happen if certain things in detail that are revealed that I might not know the ramifications thereof because there's something that I'm not privy to. So this is like this is not like a fun situation. This is like humanity changing, hopefully in a good way, but this is like, quite serious. And I, risked my personal and professional life personal life because things have happened to me, to be public like this. And I swore an oath, but, myself and my generation, want to see it change.